Why ultra distance? I think that's a really interesting question. My motivations and reasons for long distance change all the time. Over the last few years, I realised that cycling was a massive tool in my recovery. I realised that the longer I spent outside on my bike, the longer I wanted to spend outside on the bike, and I couldn't do that if I wasn't eating better. So long distance really helped, and it got to a point where I wasn't really thinking about that side anymore. I was literally just thinking of cycling as enjoyment rather than help in my day-to-day habits. I really like the feeling when you wake up and you're kind of shattered, but you know you have another long day on the bike, and by the time you've ridden for 2 hours, you're feeling good again. I really enjoy how the cycles that you go through are just so much quicker. The turnaround is so much quicker during an ultra race. The ups and downs cycle round much faster than typically. So instead of feeling a really good one day and then feeling bad the next, you'll get that maybe within 15-20 minutes. In those moments, the worries and the concerns and the problems that you have just disappear because you realise that they're not really that much of a priority in that moment. They're not of a concern to you, and your concern is getting to the next checkpoint or to the finish line. It really is all mental. You can do these physical things. You encounter so many challenges that make you realise that, and you just have to deal with them and you can overcome them. And I think from that there comes a lot of confidence in decisions you make in the rest of your life. Maybe I haven't had that much self-belief. I think I've always had external forces saying I have a lot of potential and I have the ability to do so much, but I've never quite thought that I could utilise it in any form. When some people that don't do ultra distance talk to you about it, you can tell sometimes that it's something that they believe that they could never do. And I really like challenging that idea. I like challenging the notion that you can't do things, because I had that ingrained in me for ages, just didn't truly believe it until I did ultra distance and realised I could. And from that I realised that if we put our minds to stuff, we can kind of do anything. I would want to recover from an eating disorder, but I just thought it wasn't possible, and then cycling taught me that it was. So from that point onwards, I now just have this massive sense of belief in myself that I didn't have before.